I'm going to go over Grindrod shipping, ticker symbol GRIN. A viewer named Abdul is interested in this stock and asked me to do an update, so I thought I would. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to show you the RSI and the MACD in just a moment, but first to the numbers. It ended the week at $28.88. It is up 9%. Congratulations if you've made some money off of this stock. The 52-week low, $7.99. The 52-week high, $28.98. Volume much higher than normal with 508.5 thousand shares traded. We typically see 376.8 thousand shares traded. It has a market cap of $533.8 million. According to tradingview.com, it pays a dividend yield of 9.97% and has a price to earnings ratio of 6.96. Now, taking a look at the performance for the week, it is up 21%. For the month, it is up 3%. And for the year, it is up a whopping 244%. Under the technicals, it's considered a strong buy as of right now. And under the analyst rating, it is also considered a strong buy. The one-year price target on TradingView is $28.50. That is a decrease of 1.32%. Now on tipranks.com, the low forecast is $26. The average is $29.33. And the high is $31. On Wall Street Zen, the low is 20, the average is 20, and the high is also 20. There's only one analyst that has rated this stock, and that's why it's the same across the board. On stockanalysis.com, the low is $26.26, the average is $29.07, and the high is $32.55. So we are right here. To the first target of $29.07 would be a return of 0.24%, basically nothing, but it still does beat the bank. Now, if we were to hit the next target, that would be a return of 1%. If we make it to $31, that is a return of 6.8%. And if we make it to the high of $32.55, that would be a return of 12.32%. Of course, we may never get there, or it could take a very long time to do so. But if you're using the channel to help guide you, one of the targets to the upside, we're almost there, is $29.30. To the upside of that would be $34.26. And if we were to hit 2 standard deviations and go back down to there, that would be $24.26. And to the midpoint of the trend, this line right here, this is the median, that would be $14.23. But obviously, according to the analysts, there is some upside potential still with this stock. And I want to show you, if you had purchased this stock back here when I talked about it in March, that would have been a return of roughly, we'll just say right there, 31%. And had you purchased this stock right here during the COVID crash, when the stock was basically going sideways, basing, consolidating, barcode, whatever you like it to call it, a lot of people obviously were scared to buy anything during this time when stocks were tanking. But had you been brave and gotten in or knew about the stock, oops, that is return of roughly 1,532%. But of course, you could have gotten in down here and gotten off right in the middle of the trend right here. And that would have been a 432% and gotten off the gravy train, or continued to play it out to the next level there at 777% return on your money. Now let's take a look at the RSI. We are nearing the overbought area. So when we hit this line, just expect people to start cashing out and taking off, running away with their money. But we are not quite there yet. And obviously we are definitely not oversold on the RSI. And notice when we did hit the 70 mark, this area right here, we ended up going down and sideways just a little bit. And then here we also hit 70 plus, and we went sideways and then we fell down. And right about here, we went up a little bit, down, and then sideways again. So just basically anytime we hit this mark, just expect a little bit of selling off. And let me go ahead and show you the daily time frame, but the MACD crossing over to the upside. So this looks good if it continues to go up and this goes up. So we could be pushing higher up. And let's show you the daily time frame. And I'll give you some possible levels. If we get to 2 standard deviations, again, that's 29.38. To the upside on the daily time frame is 31.44, and to the next level would be $33.66, but obviously the forecast ends at 32.55. And to the downside on the daily is $25.06. If we make it to the bottom of the channel at -2 standard deviations, that would be $20.70. I don't think we're going to crash that hard. I think we'll go sideways or up and then back down and then go back down to this level. All right, this is 2 standard deviations, this line. This is 3 standard deviations, and this is 4 standard deviations. This is money. This is more money, and up here is the jackpot. And whenever I see a stock hit resistance, which this is right here, let me show you. I expect people to cash out and run with their money. And so what happened here? This is resistance. The stock fell down, past the median or the middle of the trend, and then went back up. And it did it here as well. And along this area right here. And when a stock hits support, which is here, 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 I expect a little bit of a bounce. So this bounced up, could not make it to the middle of the trend, fell back down, went sideways a little bit, went back up to the median. This is where price likes to float and hang out before it either goes to the downside or the upside. And then obviously it went down here. And when price is at support down here and it gets to this level, this is also considered resistance. All right, and what happens when a stock hits resistance? Sometimes it goes back down again. So that's exactly what happened. It fell back down to support. Sometimes you have to get down to get back up again, and what goes up must come down, but what goes down does not necessarily go up. All right, let me show you the RSI. It is at 61, so we have some room right there to the upside. And the MACD has crossed over to the upside on the daily as well, so that's good. Let's go ahead and take a look at this on the 3-minute time frame. We are right here. Let me get that larger. To the upside, a target level. I'll give you some target levels. The first one is 30.08, and to the north side of that at 3 standard deviations would be 31.48, and to the downside at the middle of the trend right here in the median is $27.41, and to the south side of that is $24.68. And price likes to hang out within this channel. It's usually confined to this channel, so when it goes outside of the channel, either to the upside or the downside, you know there's going to be a possible sell-off or a buy-in. Now, let me enable VWAP. So if you use VWAP to help you with your entries and your exits. We are at the upper channel of VWAP. To the downside is 27.99, and to the bottom of the VWAP is 27.32, but basically that lines up with the median here. And then obviously this is the line of 2 standard deviations if it stays in this channel. All right. And oh, this is the monthly. I do want to show you the big picture here. Now the chart looks like a mess, but we are right here. So we are headed possibly, I think that's about 3 standard deviations there. Actually, let me change my count really quick to make sure. Yeah. So I'm basically going back in time to show the entire chart. There we go. And let me do this. And move this. Oops. All right, so we are right here. So at 2 standard, that's 2 standard deviations basically. So at 3 standard deviations, we're at 31.84, and to the upper channel would be 37.41 if we continue to go up. But obviously, you know, the market is crazy. It's whipping us around. It's scary for many people to be investing right now. But if you are digging in and you are continuing to buy, you know, for the long term, this is where we are at. So we are basically, it's almost like a U-shaped pattern right here. But if we go north, that's where I suspect people will start taking profits if we reach this area too, and then possibly come all the way back down and back to -2 standard deviations. But that's long term. So again, the analysts think that we have a lot of upside potential still because we haven't hit it. And hopefully we will continue to go up. But that does it for me. I hope that you got a chance to take a look at this and the other stocks, that you get a chance to take a look at this and the other stocks here that I wanted to point out that are similar to GRIN. It's EGLE. I've made some gas money off of this stock in the past. I have not updated the chart. GNK ended the day at 22.66. I've also done a chart for SBLK. It's an old chart, and that's gone up as well. And I've made some gas money off of this one as well in the past. But that does it for me. If there is a stock that you want me to go over, please comment below. And to see my other stock picks, check out my other videos. Hopefully I wasn't rambling on too long. Thank you so much.